Hey, how's it going on, you lovely people? It's Shut Door Shutter coming back to you with episode 2 of NeoTech. And today I come with sad news. Daryl has done diddly died. I don't know why I said it like that, but he fell into a snowbank, the powdered snow, and I couldn't get him out in time, and he froze to death. So Daryl is no longer with us, and it's only episode 2. I am terrible at this game. But anyway, we are here at an Actually Editions house, and this is a thing. I'm not 100% sure how complete Actually Editions is, but I've come here to look for a couple of things, and it looks like we've got cobblestone placeholders for blocks that are missing, which are these blocks here. And this would have been a, what is it called? Atom? This thing should be an atomic reconstructor is usually what this is. Oh, we need to get into modern industrialization for this. Yikes. Okay, well, there goes all of my plans. So we just need to go into modern industrialization ASAP. Let's just grab these wooden casings. I don't know if these wooden casings are going to be used for anything. Usually these are actually barrels. Or crates or something like that. So let's see. Does had to look at a spell actually. Additions crate. Does not look like we have anything crate related. It's got some type of like crystal clusters. Not 100% sure how those work. Phantom interfaces. Energy relays, advanced item energy relays, player interfaces, canola press. Because this is actually what I want to get into, is canola. That's why I came here. And you can make refined canola. And it doesn't look like there's any actual recipes for what this can be used for. But this is going to be used for power, but I don't know if it can actually be used for power because I don't think EMI has that ability. And I don't know, yeah, I need to look into the state of Actually Editions because if it's not that complete, I might just kind of avoid it. Just so that way we don't waste time because I kind of came here to look for canola, which is actually out front. And we can grab some here. Lamp controller, work in progress. Well, it looks like it works to me. Or is it just powering? Let's see. Looks like it works to me. But yeah, canola is right here. Which is what I want, just the seeds. And we're going to take a storage crate here. And quickly just dump some of the inventory. So that way we have a little bit more space. And we'll also grab this fermenting barrel. Nope. Oh, they did get part of that working. To where it'll, if you break it, it'll just not come with you. Which is one of the main portions of Actually Edition villager houses. Alrighty, so I'm kind of seeing what they're throwing down here right now. I went mining, and I got a couple of things. But you can see that we have ores in our inventory. Or in this chest here. Lapis, diamond, redstone, and some black certus quartz. I actually picked this up out of a village. But black quartz ore, fluorite ore, more lapis ore. So fluorite, lapis, redstone, and diamonds usually drop the item. So let's get into getting a forge hammer, which is this right here. So forge hammer requires 2, 3, 6 iron plus 5. Okay, so we just need to get that going. So 1, 2, 3. So there's this. And I've actually got an iron hammer that I've been using to mine. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take our ores, which I've got a lot of raw iron because I actually found one of those large deposits of iron. Multiple of them together, actually. But so I've been kind of harvesting a lot of that. And getting us pretty decent chunks of iron. But you know what I haven't been finding? Is a whole lot of copper. Copper appears to be set to just be a little bit rarer than normal. I'm going to have to hunt down a lot more before we get into modern industrialization. because of course that will be very, very necessary moving forward, because we'll need bronze, and then bronze to steel, and steel to electric, which is, I believe, aluminum. I've never really played with Modern Industrialization that much. So now that we have iron, we should be able to make hammers this way, which is going to be more cost effective than putting the 5 raw iron, because I don't think I showed you the recipe. So this was the default recipe for when you don't have any iron. And so when you do this, you can do this now, which will cost 3 rather than potentially, I think it's 3 to 4, isn't it, right now? Because you put in here, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, 3 to 4. So you're kind of losing 1.5-ish, 2-ish every so often. So this is how we're going to do it from now on until we get a macerator. Alrighty, so I am down here mining, and I wanted to talk about something real quick because I've updated the pack between this segment and last, and one of the things that's changed is Immersive Engineering's wooden storage crates. And this is actually really interesting because they don't work like the shulker boxes anymore. You actually need to seal them with an engineer's hammer. One thing is you can't seal them when you have something in your offhand. So you have to have an empty hand. I think you just kind of have to smack the sides a little bit. Yeah, there you go. So now you can see the crate is now sealed and can be picked up. So now I can pick this up without dropping anything. But if I were to just put down one that's empty, throw something in here, and just break it, everything falls out, right? So that is pretty cool. I think there's also a little bit of kind of finickiness with this, just because you have to smack it and there's no indication on how long you have to smack it, because that one looked like it was 5. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure if there's like a set amount of time or something like that, but that is a pretty cool thing. Also, real quick, we do have extended AE in here now, which is going to be pretty awesome. It's going to be some pretty interesting stuff. What in the world? Now, this looks new. Fully energized Fluix. Oop, there's a bug, maybe. None of that works. Okay. Active formation planes. And we got a crystal assembler. So yeah, extended AE's got some updates. So this is going to be interesting. ME Canner. Oversize interface. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so we're going to work on getting some good stuff here. Real quick, we're going to get 8 of these iron double ingots. I'm going to put these back in here, and we're going to get iron plates. I think 8 of these in total. We're just doing quests. I guess I only needed 4. Let's grab all this stuff. I really don't need that or that. I don't have a trash slot. Oh yeah, I do. Actually, it's up here. So let's get rid of this and this. Okay. I was about to just throw it into the world. So it looks like our main objective is to get into modern industrialization, right? So what I'll need to do is, it looks like I will need to get... Do I have an immersive engineering guide? Okay, I found it. It's the engineer's manual. So a lever and a book. So let's see. Do we have the stuff to make a book? So leather... and then sugarcane, which I think I have some sugarcane here. But I think I had paper somewhere, don't I? At least I thought I did. Okay, I don't have paper. We'll grab 3 of this. Turn this to paper. And from paper to a book. And then let's grab a piece of cobblestone. And a stick. Perfect. Combine these 2 things. And then we're just going to look for a kiln. Alloy kiln. So we need... So it is just 2 by 2. Okay? But since we're going to be using immersive engineering every once in a while, we're going to kind of keep this book. So let's make this thing, the alloy kiln. Where is my sand? I put it away somewhere. I went and just grabbed a whole bunch of resources, by the way, off camera, because I figured we're gonna need them. Is this recipe specific? What am I missing? Alloy... Sandstone. Not sand, sandstone. I missed that. Okay. That's fine. That is way more than I need, but that's alright. Okay, and then we're going to grab our engineer's hammer. Perfect. So this is going to be our start for getting alloys, right? Getting the bronze ingot is what we're going to need to do. So this is tin and copper. Tin and copper. Okay, so I'm going to have to get some copper. And then I'm going to have to get some tin, which I don't know if I have too much tin in here. 37. So I'll definitely need to find more tin. Also, this discount quarry, by the way, was a quest reward. I haven't really showed you guys me really claiming a lot of these quests, but there's quite a few in here. So I just kind of went ahead and did it. But yeah, here's the actual quest for it. It's the engineer's hammer. And for some reason, this did not complete whenever I did the paper. Did I not place it in my inventory long enough? There it goes. So that is actually another quest complete that we'll just quickly knock off here. So with your map in hand, you can now link up to the global mapping system. A mini-map should now be available. So I thought we had a map. Okay, so it's up in that top right corner. There's got to be a way to make that bigger. So I feel like it's only this specific area, right? Let's look at how this will work. Okay, so for scaling this, there is an option in FTB chunk map, and then scrolling down to mini map, and then I'm going to scale this to, I put 2, and that's massive. So let's do 1.25, accept, and we just close out. It's still a little small, but I'll mess with it. But that's how you change the size of this, and it looks like we've now just get FTB chunks from getting one singular map, but I could be wrong. I'm going to go outside of this map area, which is not really that hard to do. I just need to go that way. And I'll see if it breaks the map, because if it does, that's cool. If it doesn't, awesome. We have FTB maps, and we have FTB chunks and all that stuff, and we can do waypoints so I don't get lost as much. But all we need to do is head over in this direction. We should go away from this map. I'm thinking that it'll work permanently. Yes, it'll work permanently. Okay. So that's fantastic. I will work on scaling. I will get just a little bit more resources, because I think we're just going to get the... can we just do tin dust and copper ingots? Can we combine these real quick? Hold on. I kind of forgot about the alloy kiln. I got distracted. So, colon here, copper, tin dust. Will that work? It does not look like it. Let's see. Hold on. So we're going for bronze. So in an alloy kiln. Okay, so it looks like it's just one or the other. So either I'm going to have to get more copper dust, which I actually think I have some more raw copper because I've been picking it up. It's not as common as I was hoping it would be, so I've been picking it up as much as I can. Okay. Alright, let's go quickly. Just throw this in here. Throw this in here. And there we go. Okay. Can't mix and match. But I'm going to let this get us some bronze, and we'll be back here in a minute. Alright, so we've got bronze. I also wanted to mention, by the way, this quest tells you how to make the alloy kiln. I grabbed that book more out of necessity in the future, because we'll most likely use immersive engineering more in the future anyway. But we've got bronze. We're going to grab all these goodies, which we get a wrench, which is fantastic. the pipe configurator. Now that you have bronze, you'll be able to make modern industrialization pipes. These are highly versatile pipes that are absolutely worth using. You can stack up to 3 pipes in the same block space. You can die them so they won't connect to each other, and you can configure each of the connection states with the wrench. I think that's cool. Just wait, there's more. You can go further, create a facade out of any block for the pipes to blend seamlessly into your build. Sneak right click, clicking on a block you want the pipes to display as, and then right clicking to apply the block to the pipe bundle. This will consume blocks from your inventory and can easily be popped back off when you sneak right click the block with a wrench. Okay, so we're getting a pipe configuration card, which is this thing right here. With this, you can copy settings of a pipe onto the card and place it in your offhand. Any pipe you place like this will automatically copy. Also, that's interesting. It's not like you right-click on a pipe and then just right-click or, sneak right-click on one, right-click on another to copy it and paste it. It's you have to have it in your offhand to be able to copy. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, and we can claim this here real quick. So let's just grab that. Okay. So our next kind of goal here is to get the bronze boiler. And I think this will be the last thing we get for this episode. But we need fire clay bricks. Fire clay bricks are fire clay dust, which is brick dust and clay, which I actually still have at least a stack of this. But let's get some bricks. Do that. And we can just do this, and let's get this stuff smelted here real quick, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so while that's smelting, I quickly wanted to talk about one of my kind of complaints that I've seen so far in this pack, and honestly, it's the biome data pack that we have, because these biomes are absolutely ridiculous. And I don't think it would be a bad thing if they were smaller in size, because you've got a lot of like one biome type throughout this area, and you've kind of got, your plains, and then that's like a small variation of plains. But if you go back up here where we spawned, this is like one massive Badlands, and it's just like, I kind of wish they were forced to be smaller. Especially in elevation, because trying to climb over or go through one of these mountains, even in the Badlands, is absolutely nuts. I know that's like a really weird complaint, but it is just, to me personally, my preference is always to have smaller biomes, because then you don't have to, track thousands of blocks to go get something. And I mean, for like the most part, for example, sand, the best way to get that would be to either go right or left to one of these water streams to be able to then boat up, because of course trekking through all of this to get back up here to one of these sandy biomes is definitely something I don't want to do. But nothing too major, just kind of something I noticed. And I do understand going immediately into these quests. By the way, go for this, just go for GPS signal found, because in that way you're able to get the actual map. I did not actually know that it would unlock the entirety of the map. And this way, of course, I did kind of goof and get lost several times. I did actually die over here because I could not find home. Apparently, I should have just went for this quest. So that was on me, but definitely shoot for this GPS signal found quest. Okay. So we did just get all of the fire clay bricks from the furnaces, so let's grab that. So what do we need now? So we need a bronze boiler. Let's clear out the rest of this stuff here. And so a bronze boiler is a furnace and a bronze tank with bronze plates. Okay, so we're going to, of course, be using this forge hammer quite a bit. So we're going to put this in here. Of course, doing it with the hammer results in more output on items, so highly suggest doing that. So we're going to do bronze, and we're going to go for 2 plates. So that'll give us 4, but we need actually 8. Is it? I mean, it's equivalent, right? You're using less durability, because this just gives you 2, which is 2 ingots. So let's just go for this. So we need 8 out of that. And then we've got glass, which actually I need to probably smelt up some glass. Let me grab some of this. some sand, and let's get this thrown into our furnaces. Is that 6, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I'll just have to get some glass smelted here real fast. All right, we got some glass, which is fantastic. So let's get a bronze tank. From a bronze tank, we're then going to get a furnace. And then we're going to get a bronze boiler. Ooh, that was interesting. I just clicked on it and it crashed, like it put all the stuff in the grid. That's interesting. Okay, so for now, we're going to put this over here in the corner. We're probably going to make a separate building for all of our machines and stuff. But for right now, we're going to be doing this. So what we'll need for this is water. How's the best option to get water? So a water pump. Okay. Dweller steak. Okay. First way to produce steam. You'll need to give it water, either by manually putting buckets of water in or by piping in water from a water pump. It also needs some kind of burnable fuel like a coal or charcoal, which can be hoppered in for now. Once you have both pumping into the boiler, you can pump out steam from the output face, which is the face with a square on it. This can be changed using a wrench as well. So that's rotation. So what does it mean? Is this the output face? Is that what that's talking about? I hope so. So it gave us a basic fluid tank, by the way. Let me sleep real quick. So with this basic fluid tank, you can hold shift and scroll, and you can see that bucket mode on and off. So we want bucket mode on, and I guess shift clicking real quick gives us that you now own this item. So just right clicking will fill this tank, and this can hold 32 buckets. So we can just do this. Fill this bad boy up to 32 buckets. Okay. And we can turn bucket mode off. We should be able to do, I think this thing can just auto output, can't it? It does not look like it can in this case. Okay. So we're going to need some sort of fluid pipe. And then can I force a connection? I really don't want to break this floor. Even if we updated, like even since we updated, it still is broken, by the way. Where you break a piece of marble brick and it will just break the entirety of the thing. Okay, so maybe we just do this for now. Nope. Nope. And that's why I need to turn bucket mode off. So the temperature's rising, but that doesn't matter if I can't pipe fluid in. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, there we go. So I technically should be able to do this on the top of it then, right? Let's let this pipe clear out. I just need to be able to go down a floor, which is going to break our flooring, but that's okay. So you can see that there's a little input icon. And there's an input icon here. So if we right click, we can do a push, which is what we need. Okay. So just a little bit of a weird finickiness, but that's okay. Definitely shrink will be helpful. Is shrink in here? It is. Okay. Personal shrinking device. Once we have the ability to get this, that'll be fantastic, especially for modern industrialization. Okay. So the next portion of this would be to get more machines, right? So I think in the next episode, we're going to start looking at getting more things. There's a steam blast furnace, bronze mixer, bronze cutting machine, bronze compressor, This is the macerator and furnace. This will be something that we'll definitely want right away, just because in that way we're going to be able to get more effective output of our resources. All right, but with that, we're going to wrap this one up here. I think these episodes are going to focus majorly on progression. There's probably going to be quite a bit of cut content that you guys won't see because I'm probably just going to plow through Modern Industrialization, gathering resources. There may be a live stream or two where we just do like hours of gathering resources or something like that. Because right away we're going to need them, right? We're going to need coal, we're going to need redstone, we're going to need iron and copper and tin and all that stuff. So we're going to have to kind of start getting more, especially because I really don't have a whole lot of bronze. 2 stacks goes by really quickly, or 3 stacks in this case, because you have to make all these different pieces. And then, of course, like, let's see. So you need fluid pipes, and fluid pipes come from bronze curved plates and copper rotors. And these come from, hammering and a whole bunch of other stuff. So we're going to want to be able to get the machine that actually allows us to craft these, which is the compressor. So that way we don't actually have to do them manually. But then, of course, if we do a compressor that is the steam version of it, then we'll have to worry about steam production, and it's kind of like a repetitive cycle. So a lot of it's going to be manual here at the beginning, but that's going to be okay. We're going to kind of get through this. We're going to see how far we can go. But with the thing of modern industrialization being a big portion of this, we may have times where All the Mods 9 is kind of throughout the entirety of the week while I work on NeoTech progression, because of course I don't have a whole lot of time to sit here and just go find tons and tons of copper and tons of tin. Once we get into the actual quarries and stuff, that is kind of pictured over here. This will be able to give us more resources, but of course that takes time and also takes quite a bit of resources to get up to. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.